Who would have thought a simple hit and run, a noodle card theft, and a women's undergarments led to a murder case. Well, technically not a woman's undergarment. There were two undergarments that were stolen. And now here we are with a murder case. Let's see how things are gonna go for this murder case. Unfortunately, we haven't talked to our client. So I don't know how it's gonna end, but hey. Better than nothing. Let's go start. We are back with the Apollo Justice Trilogy. And yeah, I basically give out the info, but it's best if we show the records, because it will help us. June 16th. I just realized this. Wait, 16th. I was gonna say for a second. Oh, this happened at my sister's birthday. But no. All right, let's get the details. We had cases. Our first case was a hit and run. Our client, Phoenix Wright, got ran over by a car. Then another case at the Noodle House. Our client, Gael Dunn, has his noodle carts stolen. Third case happened at the office of, well, was once Wright & Co.'s law offices, now Wright Anything Agency. Our client for that one was Trucy. Her prop, which she call it, you see on the screen, has been stolen. But we had another fourth case. Well, actually, I guess in this case we have 5 cases. Well, technically, the third one is the same as this one. Plum Kitai from the Kitaki family. I call her Kitai instead of Kentucky. Her bloomers have been stolen as well. And all that leads to the park, where there was a murder. The victim, Pal Maractus. Wait, Pal Maractus? Wait. That pun has to be something. There has to be a clever name reason for that. But yeah, he was the victim, the director of the clinic. He died by pulling Mr. Elder's newsstand. So we covered that case. We also find out that a car. We also found the car that was used to hit and run Phoenix. All leads to this man. However, it only leads to 2 cases. We don't know much about the panty theft yet. But so far he's responsible for 2 of those cases. He's kind of. However, since he's dead, we don't know what happened. But what we do know is that there's already a suspect who was our client. Wonky Kataki. The heir of the Kataki family enterprise. And the fiance, Aliyah Talia, requested us to defend him. And during that, we met The return of Emma Sky. With her help, who knows? Who knows what's happening? But yeah. Where's an apron? Don't ask. That's all we got for now. Anyway, time to begin our case in the courtroom. Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said, "We'd be fine as long as you're here. As long as you're there, Trucy." Yeah. Fine, we'll be fine. Here comes justice. Oh wait, he wasn't mad. Started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Huh? Oh, okay. Ha! My name is Paul Justice, and I'm fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Oh boy, I didn't know he was gonna be here.
Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here.
See? That's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. You G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice trained too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. And now we start. I wonder who our wait a minute. My name is acquaintance. Okay. Who is our prosecutor? Gee, awesome, shocking. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie, Kentucky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll here, Judge. It's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I'm starting in my free time? Thing is, we got really popular. Hard to say, 9 in your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, ja? Oh, he's like German. Wait a minute. Didn't Franziska train in Germany? I don't know if she did. I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one child. Not to worry, your Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. Worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, ja? How could I pass up a chance to see true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was stinking. Is the air in the courtroom not a bit serious? It is the court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping here, Judge. I don't think I can do it. I want to do like a rock and roll accent, but he's speaking German. I think he's speaking German, so I'm gonna stick with the rock and roll accent. I'm not supposed to jump. This is the courtroom. Gosh, this is so bad. Gotcha, baby. Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Maractus, director of Maractus Clinic. Seeing people park, he was found pulling a noodle stand. Well, what was the doctor pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant. Right here, right now. Because it's undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? Okay, now he's speaking German. I don't think I could do German accent with the rock and roll. Alright, I'm going back to rock and roll. If you are a glare at anyone, here, Justice. Glance at the Here, Justice. Glance at the punk in the defendant's chair. This crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Yine. Not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the compliment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is the prosecutor, Gavin? A motive, here, Judge. A judge? Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of Maractus Clinic? Objection! Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requested to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all of my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right? They always say that on stage, you can hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant. Okay, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You stepped to a Kitaki. You best be prepared to step strong. You stepped to a public official. You best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him. Monkey sure has guts. Not his guts I'm worried about. Hold it. The court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Wait, we're not gonna like cross-examine the detective? That's kind of odd. Like we always like in the well, not in investigations, but in the previous trilogy, we always cross-examine Gumshoe to get like info, but now not cross-examining Emma. Okay, I guess. Walkie Itaki's truth. I'll tell you one thing. That doctor was a cracker. Someone had to show him what's what. Wasn't a clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. He just let me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I got in. Get another doctor patch me up again. It was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying you're one of the victim's patients?
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True that. I'll tell you one thing. That doc was whack.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. Let's see, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 statements. I'm a bit nervous. I feel like if we press him, we take damage. Marker, someone had to show him what's what. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. Alright. Let's press on that. Let's press on these and then until we figure out. What? Oh, quacker. He said quack. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, pointing locks? So who do you think you are? You're a lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was quacker, plain simple.
Well, that was a useless press.
By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean. You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made my own mind did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style.
What? Why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, G-Man. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my OP something bad.
So you were a patient at Practice Clinic half a year ago.
For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Act 2?
Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the rivalous family. So I pull a jack and move, or a jack move. I ran into an ambush. G busted the cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. I ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By self. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
You were carried to the Practice Clinic from there?
Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart? He's still alive? I can catch bullets between my teeth. I never learned how to catch them with my heart. Bullets stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think he means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds her doctor wished to hide his mistake. That's why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up. He's better G than me. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again. So this bullet is still... You know what? I can still feel it. Right here in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Words are a bullet shot straight into my heart. I think that sounds like more like country rock than rock and roll. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, G-Man! We're in no accident, that's for shizzle. Seems that there were issues with this doctor. And putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Lucky, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back up straight. Why does this mistake only come to light today? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackiest thing of all. All this G lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die than fade away. Zoe! A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, her doctor make practice had nothing concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No, wait. That's whack. There's proof. Your checkup report. Results from a checkup performed in June. Metallic object found near heart. Walkie's checkup report. Ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now the place is hopping. Let's get this gig started. Started? We have enough of a warm-up act, ja. Time to hear from the witness. Wonky sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Who is that? So, will you tell us your name and occupation? My name is Wesley Stickler. My occupation. By which he means to say that he is a student. Oh, here we go. My occupation. I take it that you refer to some labor that profits society at large and supports a livelihood. Under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation. And once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but derives instead from the vagueness inherited in all representation of thought. thank you, Gavin, for giving us the short answer. Listen, I am a scientist, but I at least give the short answers. Okay, we're not all smart. Junior Navy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. What book is he reading? Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth. Holding my... Here, Stickler. Please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. Yes, quite simply, what I saw, however, we must... what happened? Oh, Night at the Park. You must understand that the Homo sapiens possess 2 eyes, each of these designed to receive and intercept data, sending images in the form of signals to the... That's not relevant to the case. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping, when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw him quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. He was pointing at the man pulling the stand. Shot. Bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, scoring the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy. There was not. This law witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. Pistol, weapon left at the crime scene. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Juicy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man. Can't help but I feel I've seen him somewhere before. I have a bad feeling about that man. Okay, wait, we haven't checked the medical report. Patient's name, Walkie Kitaki, age 19, male. File report, Junior 14th, notes. Doc object, okay. Urgent exam needed. Oh, don't point that thing at me! What the f- I have a hemo that I can point at you. I can point at your back. Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. The one that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. On the way home from shopping, you say, why go through the park? Ah, fascinating inquiry. Revealing me capable of being insufficiently verbose. Let's consider the time saved by passing through the park, way home from the store. That time I'm capable of solving 2 G-Man problem sets. On average, it requires me 3 minutes, 24 seconds. 3 minutes 24 seconds to complete 1 such set. Here we go, the time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes 48 seconds. However, in the case that questions are in my verbal category, I'm merely not That's enough. I get the idea.
Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month.
Please. I have a recording book after this trial. And I got a show to perform. Gee, sorry you're all so busy. One man pulling his stand, another man facing him. Were these men talking by any chance?
Oh, now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, you lied to me, oh, and I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal.
Just as our defendant claims, I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like. Take a bullet into the heart.
That's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony.
Sounds like he heard them clearly enough to me.
Hold it. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony?
What now?
To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear on my diploma.
What's the difference? And this other man, who was he?
Did they actually?
No. Okay, never mind.
I saw him quite clearly. The man facing the...
How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark.
Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier.
Huh?
You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. You know why?
Who cares?
Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes. And this relates to your testimony how? I mentioned to illustrate my predisposition to that which is perfect. Berserk, you say? Yet there are lights in the park. Actually, the defendant was in the park that night, and he was in the park that night. It's a hard, immutable fact. Immutable fact.
Sure is confident.
You be telling the truth too.
Okay, this one I'm a bit iffy about. There's also this one because we found some new evidence. Wait, I already saved. You sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one just submitted as evidence?
Am I sure?
Surely, you just.
Or so a common witness would be tempted to say.
Huh?
Yes, I'm no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park.
Give us the short answer!
I like when Obag. I like what Wendy Obag said.
Alright, let's start.
Yes, I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structures governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park, which indeed restricted my field of vision due to insufficient levels of illumination. Now, if we consider that pistol, let's call it Object A, was indeed shrouded in darkness. It became difficult to say with certainty that Object A was indeed Object A.
I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly. I badge for a normal witness.
But the fact that pistol was fired before my eyes was indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. Shot. Bullet hit the man. Pulling his stand in front of square in the forehead.
Wait. Let me see the autopsy. Square in the forehead, but it says right temple. I have two options. Let's go with the autopsy first.
Objection!
You know, funny part is, it's a fourth statement that kind of like weirded me. So here's the part. I was also gonna suggest the knife because that would have been the object, and like it saw the, it has Waki's fingerprints, and plus he heard a shot, but the record shows that 2 rounds were fired. So yeah, those are my other options. I was thinking the when I heard the forehead, I was like, oh wait, look at the progress, look at the autopsy. It was either the autopsy, the knife, or the pistol, but I guess it's the autopsy. If that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you? Relaxing AC? Justice? Oh, her. I wasn't prepared for that. Oh, I want to find the sound clips. Okay, found it. Here.
Objection!
There we go.
Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice.
Hello, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this.
Autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right. Problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound.
Location?
You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not?
Oh, I have already determined your angle of inquiry.
Allow me to explain.
It is quite simple. Mr. Justice, please explain.
Yes.
Zero objection to these are krypton particle things?
But what the heck he said? You have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It's quite simple, really. First, understand. But when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What do I mean by this? For example, the deflection of a meter is 1,650,763.73 times the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle, as well as we all know. In addition, it is a well-known fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which points to a basic philosophy in your line of reasoning, namely the... Wait, what? What the heck do you mean krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye? I can see them easily. Yeah, I can see krypton easily, even without my goggles. This is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. No, I'm not obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here.
Do tell.
Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry room was the right temple.
Temple.
Specifically, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction. Isn't it? It is, right? Finally.
Objection!
Uh-oh. Her justice. Oh, her how do you pronounce her? her is Mr. in German. Oh, and it's also her. Her justice, all her justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by injecting two triples? Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound in your master suffered 7 years ago. It's right, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Let's imagine you're walking through a park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, her forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, stop! And you, Fräulein? Fräulein. That one in German. Miss? Oh! Talking about Trucy. And you, Fräulein? Me? Well, I probably scream. Eek. And you, her stickler. What did you shout, I wonder? Ah. If the victim turned his head at the last moment. Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. Night in the park, a night in the park too. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Seize this as a once, you two! I cried with composure. They then turned in the direction of my voice. A shout rang out. Upon a cowardly killer, the defendant appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see, so you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let's consider this new testimony, shall we? Serve this diagram if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please!" or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness' direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right tempo, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay, now this is where I think we're getting. Because there's also this. Pistol, so I probably gotta figure out where to. I gotta figure out where the pistol is. Like I gotta figure out where the other shot of the pistol is. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Hold it! So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened? It can be said we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. It was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. Certainly we're lucky. If I were in the killer's shoe, I certainly wouldn't have left the witness behind. He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Seize this at once, you two, I cried with composure. Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My exquisite voice echoed through the park. The victim responded to that clarion call. What? The victim turned the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed. I would say about the same time to be precise. The victim didn't ask for your help? You for help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mrs. Stickler startled him. Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Whereupon the cowardly killer and defendant appeared to have become frightened. Can you describe the killer's action more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. You can see human psychology is a tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot in panic. Common tale but true. Fortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I'm gonna present the gun in this one. I think this is the perfect time to not present it. There are two weapons. Well, Walkie's fingerprints are now found in the knife, but there's also the gun. 2 rounds were fired. Stickler only heard 1 shot, so I want to know what the other one is. Objection! I did not meant that to happen. Okay, so it's not the gun. I'm just gonna test this one as well. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't had the time. Wait. I'm afraid it happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Isn't there something about that strike you as Apollo? What? Killer was in a hurry, right? He fired a pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. In that case, I expect to find something that we didn't find. Find something? Find what? I think the contradiction kind of sad to see. Kind of sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? Maybe I could find something to use in the testimony. Maybe I put the gun in this one? Objection! Oh, it was a... Oh, okay, I got the right evidence but the wrong testimony. Wait a second.
How dare he? How dare he? No. I, Mafia Karma, can only do the test. No. Not you.
Another misleading request. You're so beholden of your own mode of discourse. You can't see how it affects you. Come again? Wait a second, you say. A second? Are we intend to wait just that? A single second? 1/16th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, how'd you ask for a longer period of time? Say 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor. I am to understand that you are objecting to the length of a second? Yes, No! Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Common ploy. Made by the more common, I fear. By the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. Ah, the little girl singing it to the university student. There's a song in there. Not little. What's up, yo? Then, let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein? I gotta figure out how to pronounce this. Fräulein. Hi, yo, bye, yo. You'll be back. Wake a lick. You hope, yeah. I think you were in the mines, were you? You're in the mines, are you? Oh, poor yo. In the mines. My poor mod is in the mine. Those poor mods in the mine. Please, yo, be back. I will see you then. I remember the times in the mines. Those innocent goblin families. Those goblins. Alright, back to this game. Eh? What if the killer of the defendant was wearing gloves? Got him in. I didn't think of that, Apollo. Well, Mr. Justice? Could the killer have been wearing gloves? Fingerprints were wiped. I don't think so, I'm gonna say no way. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were white, which means some trace of fingerprints remain, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. Wait, did he cry? Oh, he did cry. Oh, he did cry. I see him steal. Yep. Yep, I saw the other screen. The stream manager is always delayed on my OBS screen. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime. Strongly suggests that this was the weapon he disposed of. Sounds solid to me. Well, careful ahead. Any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training to go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? He restated what he saw just now. He said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Walkie threw away. You're right! He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mrs. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. That's not me. Just to be sure, that's not me. Just to be sure, that is not me. He is not like me. Well, I can be said that I'm quite offended. Too bad. While it is indeed true that you can say for certain is what the witness saw the killer throw something. Alright, was indeed true. Once in my youth, I wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by a teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see. That is... Okay, first of all, it's wrong to write a letter in your own blood. Because that is kind of, that's a bit scary. That's kind of a red flag and a bit unstable. Second, a teacher, like, putting it in front of the blackboard for everyone to see. Yeah, that teacher should be fired. The appellation poor might well be prefixed to my name. Yeah, as for the issue at hand. Yeah, there we go. There, okay, and then the judge brings us back to the subject. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, and it had to be something else. There's one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. I want that smile off your perfect face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? His own one weapon. Take that! Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night. Ray, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, her forehead? You're forgetting two other things you just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie Kentucky. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh! Indeed. Never underestimate Gavin in the lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would be behoved to us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left from the house on the floor, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long will it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that is what I said. Assuming. If that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Got it right. Let me search for a bit. Alright, back. Back from stretching. Wait, hello? Okay. I thought my model didn't move for a second. I'll fix that for a second. Hold on, let me see. 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 Okay, good. There we go. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good
close science. Ergo, I use my cell phone to call the police. So the police arrive at the scene 10 minutes later. I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yet, what we have done when cornered. Sally, it takes more than an aptitude of solving quadratic equations to know that. The testimony earlier did not prove the defendant's presence at the scene. And do we not also know that there was no one else there? It seemed clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? Better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Okay. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That one mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Ducky Mansion. Don't even think about pointing out he was going away from his home. All he had to do was look back once he was out of sight. Oh, you know, that's where I was going. Nope, okay. Nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Besides, it's certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, or be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops another flask upon the lab room floor. Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. Nothing strange about how he acted. You look like she has something to say. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? Kami said that I had stabbed medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh. A perfect syllogism, proof in 3 parts. Exquisite. Simply exquisite. I put in the mad instead of the sad. Look, he was actually gonna cry. He's giving us the nasty look. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? As soon as stay of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came, nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. Nothing. It was late last night. It's not odd to think there would be a few people around the park. We just stood there watching. Not much to go on there. What? I gotta stop. I put them. This is a sad face. Seriously, if you got something to say, by all means say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Enough at last, her forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit. Defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I'll amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue with the cross-examination. Some of us glamorous careers would like to get back to this month. Her forehead. You don't have enough to put walking. Wait.
Do I actually back out here then? I feel like I might have to. There's nothing fishy about the testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's print off. Then after the deed was done, this fell off his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. Oh! It seems we're come to the end of the line here. No. No! That can't be all! How unfortunate. Seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, hair forehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant. Lucky Kentucky. Huh? Just what the heck? What the? What is? Juicy?
Nobody move.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet.
Wait, are you one of the Kentuckys? The Kentuckys? You mean the notorious gangsters?
You don't want to see me give a little pretty girl. When you smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likeness of your judge. I see a little point further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess, 20 minutes, or I'll promise you, you'll regret it.
Wait! How did he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I'll have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Lilith, catch that mysterious man! Holy moly. Well, we got an hour 50. Well, it's been an hour 15 minutes, so I say we can go on. We can still continue on. In the defendant lobby. Let me hydrate for a bit. Also do it a little stretching. Do a little stretching. Okay. Let's head to the next chapter. June 16th, 11:17 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay! I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. Yes, you're for nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. Pressing charges. Wait, calm down, Apollo. Or else the heck is that? That's so impressive. Surprise? This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. Let me give it a voice. Let me give it a voice.
Wait, hold on, there, okay.
Alright. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on the stage of the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you, Trucy! There are some things you just don't do! I'm pressing charges! Apollo, now's not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Wonky's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But the testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Juicy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the time when there was a contradiction in his testimonies. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I think I do. There were 2 times when he made statements that he wasn't confident in. Each time there was a contradiction.
In his hand. Oh.
How about in his hand? He held. Yes, a pistol. He was pointing at the man on the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol. It turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Oh, that's true, but how does that help us? Did you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol was pointed. Okay. The very moment he said the word pistol, his finger got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of the page of his book. I thought that was just standing there. I did not even see it. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else did you think Dad went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Dad during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. He wasn't looking at their hands or anything. Or I wasn't. And I wasn't there all the time either. Dad's quite good at poker after all. But not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. The only thing I'm perceiving that is I'm going to lose. Not true. Dad said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that?
watch the testimony, perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was that she said before the trial started? Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said, we'll be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Is this what you mean by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show the score what I'm made of. Get ready for justice! Let's do it. Apollo! You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Trying to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew in for the coast, and boy, my arms are tired. Right. Our room number 4, 11:40 p.m. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say that the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Do you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Oh, right, him. Don't worry about him. I sell that. You sell that? Yes, it was an... Oh, of course, settlement. Right. Perhaps Fraulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. Fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let's dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right. Defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot you asked something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court would not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. From shot to call. I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor can I safely leave the scene in good coastlines. Here you go, I use my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrive at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. I'm not sure I qualify to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. If only it were that easy. I just hear what he says. My voice sees the expression. Do I have something to do more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. Hey, Dad was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know it sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. See the saying, good cautious. Ergo, I'll use my cell phone. Police. Do I have?
Hold it!
So you call immediately after witnessing the murder? Police undoubtedly have heard a call. Why not check on them? Wait, Apollo! This has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means he's to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Now what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with access and react to the testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness face his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I see nothing else. Hear nothing else. Hello? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I mean by focusing. Focusing. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. That's great. This is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Miss Sickler's habit. Twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fills with a page of his book. You got it. Now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I wonder why. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus attention to Miss Sickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint. Perfect. Now you're really ready. Ready? For what? Ready to receive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive? Press into the witness as you try to focus. And watch for his habit. Right. You mean when he fills with a page? That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive of X. Find his weak spot, and I'll guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true poker head's daughter. I'm a magician. Thank you very much. You have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you missed it. You can always try it again. Right. Look up for nervous twitch. Here comes justice. Oh.
Gotcha! Yakko!
Sorry about that.
I saw just now. Just now I can see it.
Miss Justice, do you have something to say? Oh, despite banging the desk, it's quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mrs. Sickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fill the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm curious now about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask?
Ask for his number. Please, let me see the phone. Mrs. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Mrs. Stickler. Is this your cell phone? Well, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mrs. Strickler. Stickler. Call Strickler, but it's Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Wait a minute, what's the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday. In the Miraculous Clinic garage. Miraculous? Oh, that's where the victim lived. That's impossible. Mrs. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? Your cell phone's here. How can you have here to call the... Wait.
I can do better.
How can your cell phone's here if you could have called the police? Rawr. It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That's why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. Payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all? Just where is this payphone located, Mrs. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy. It's right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. Why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mrs. Stickler, you broke into Miraculous Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. Can we dance? 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 Can we dance some more? But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. This fellow was trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Miraculous was killed that night. Oh, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rule. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But you certainly can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, is that cell phone... If that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicion as to connection with the crime. I want to see something. Oh, it's updated. The map is updated. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Oh, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, her forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... I'm gonna go with, of course. Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Don't come here, Judge. Hold on, Mr. Justice. The table! Okay. It wasn't that. Okay. Can't be that. Property of Wesley Sticker. Oh yeah, we haven't got his profile yet. Wesley Sticker, junior in science at Ivy University. The witness, a man concerned with truth. Okay. Alright. Now. I thought it was gonna be Trucy's prop. This was found in the park, so I'm gonna have to go with the mirror because this car was also there.
Take that!
That's a side view mirror? And so it happens. Mr. Maractus' car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. Just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus' car hit a pedestrian.
What are you trying to say?
From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground, right under the wheel. Here you go, Mrs. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. in the night of the murder in the park. Mrs. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something.
I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Sticker and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor.
Are you done flipping pages? Oh, please continuing. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Oh, wait, sorry.
That night, yes. I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer in the victim's stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the event at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Ah, yes. Well, as you can see, my model of a cell phone has a defect. It's given a rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. Looks like no more cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please.
That's funny. The bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nerves must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice! So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place?
Well, yes, of course.
Incidentally, the prosecution received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Clerk, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go to shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree.
Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion?
In any case, that night, I stumbled to my heart's content, and I was on my way back home, yes.
Hold it!
That's when you pass in front of Practice Clinic? Why, yes, that's correct.
That was a pretty suspicious pause there.
Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific?
Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder.
Oh, of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. I went home from there. Takes me past to Practice Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is, I walked on, unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park.
Hold it!
Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Practice Clinic. Same entrance our victim used. Hey. Did you notice anything when you enter? Wheels marked from a newsstand, for instance? I have no recollection of such thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I cannot miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. Okay. Oh.
Hold it!
This part of the testimony is the key. You know it. Should I press about the killer, the victim, or the newsstand? Let's see. What do you mean bald? Who's bald? What do you mean bald? What do you mean bald? I don't see no one bald. I don't see no one bald. Well, this bum technically is bald. That's probably a wig. Anyway, Clover, welcome in. How are you doing? Let's see. I thought that would take your hair. No, unfortunately not. That's just that's whenever we see a character on screen. Any video game character on screen who's bald. I mean, you're well? I'm glad it is. Alright, I'm gonna talk about... Let's talk about the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the newsstand? Why, well, yes. For a student of science, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. What's the rundown so far? Okay, so let's talk about what happened. This is our victim. This is our client, and yeah, we didn't get to talk to him. He's a son of a gangster. That's him. Why is he so girly pop? I guess that's his style. I guess he's trying to do like a pompadour hair, more likely. Anyway, we have a witness so far. Who, well, apparently lying. But yeah, the one with the grad. Yeah. He does love makeup. Also, his phone. It's the same thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Oh, the one with the girl. Oh, delay. Oh, okay. Okay, so funny thing is, to summarize everything, this was a flashes on point indeed. Okay, to summarize this, we got a hit and run. That's one case. Then we have a stolen noodle cart. And then we have a pair of stolen women's undergarments. Yeah, I know. Yep. JC Hard starts it. Yep. Yep. Okay, so good news is we found the car that hit our first client. We also saw we also found our stand, which is part of the crime scene, unfortunately. And we found the stolen undergarments, which is actually a prop. You know that, and yeah, those three cases unfortunately led to a murder. Yep, and behold, our rival for this game. He's part prosecutor, also apparently a part guitarist from a band. He's part of a band. Let's see. Yep. So his theme is not bad. If only you were there. If only you, Clover, if only you were there, you would have seen his theme is really awesome. His music is really awesome. Everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, nude. Ooh. Can't wait to see him at 2035. Yeah. Wait, actually, no. Hold on, let me. Okay, I'm gonna do a little deep dive because luckily I passed. This is the second episode. So. Let me find this. Where does... Okay, the first turnabout on this one takes place on... That's how long it is going to... Oh, to finish the main game. Oh, boy. Wait, what? Hold on, excuse me. And the game is not long, but still. Holy cow! At least from my group. I'm sure you get there. I'm sure you get there. I'm sure you get there. I mean, you're almost done with the first game. You're almost done with the first game, so I will admit though, I will be honest though, the episodes and chapters of the next games are gonna be longer. I mean, you're almost done with one game. You have like the other two to go. Justice for All, Trials and Tribulation. And then there's like have to look a year and a half. Don't worry, I'll let you handle it. I forgot to mention there's also the Investigations Collection 1 and 2. And then there's of course there's this game. That's what I found out. The first episode of this game takes place in this year, 2026. So, like, in 1 month and 17 days, we are there. Apollo Justice finally comes to the real world. That's actually a shocker. If I remember, this game, this chapter takes place 2 months after this. So, yeah, this year is Apollo Justice. Remember something quite well. It sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that noodle stand sells noodles. It's very enlightening. I hope the bald sound alert is activated now because I don't remember how. How long is it? How long did it? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. But at least we love the judge. He's bald, but at least we love him. At least we love our judge, our bald judge. Moments of justice? What about that sign? Could it be important? He said noodle. Santa looking at. Oh, maybe he is Santa. Maybe he is Santa. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. So the sign on the newsstand said noodle? It appears the fence has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is the newsstand's broth really that delicious? He said no, and we have a whole new car in our pockets. Yep, indeed. But trust me, Clover, if you just saw the last VOD of Apollo Justice, you will not want that. You will not want those noodles. I'll have to go sample to Ware's one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sorts of noodle that stand sells, it can't match up to Ivy U's cafeteria. Someone applied to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Victim's point. It says noodles. Are you sure about that?
Objection!
You're absolutely sure the sign read noodle? Well, just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. I guess that means he's not doing good with his grades at the university. It read without doubt, noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? You claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? It was poodle. Yeah, well, come to our poodle stand. We have good poodles. We sell poodles. You want a poodle? Anyone wants a poodle? We have poodles for you. We have lots of poodles for you. I think it's different breeds of poodles. I don't remember one of that. I think there's like maybe a brown poodle, I mean not yellow, white and brown poodle. I think. We got a big one. We got a small one. We got a girl. We got a boy. We got one that could offer support. We got pink, blue, orange, red. We have a discount. Buy one poodle, get another one for free. Come on down to the poodle stand where we sell lots and lots of poodles. Carefully read what the sign says. One bite is alright. Yes, indeed. One bite is alright. It doesn't bite hard. Oh, that was a flashback. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes. Which is this guy? Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your profession was wrong about that eyesight. Oh, that professor. My eyesights are fine. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. When it said the sign said noodle. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would read the way Mrs. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us the spot. Let us actually view the stand from this location. Oh wait, no, that's Apollo. Right here.
Take that!
The witness saw us standing here on the opposite side.
How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign of the stand reads Aldons, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, the sign says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. You got me. Uh-oh. Oh boy. So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south, and you will end up going north. Actually, he's kind of right. He's kind of right. You and the Goblin scared. Directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. I don't think that applies to this case, though. True. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I think I'm starting to connect the dots right now. Not for the killer, but for something else. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. And at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mrs. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look. And the killer fires his pistol. Wait a minute. That's why the bullet hit him in the right. Wait a minute. No contradictions, right? Right, but Mrs. Stickler was saying the northern side of the park. That reversed the whole scenario. Wait, Mrs. Stickler shouts from where he is now. And the victim looks in his direction. It enters the left temple. But the bullet is from the right temple. Oh, we got something interesting. We gotta figure out about that noodle stand. The bullet will have to hit his left temple. Oh! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you're absolutely correct, Lane. What meaning? The entry wound on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. Oh! Well, that is where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct, so if he was standing in the north... This is it! We gotta... Can we talk... We had to talk about that noodle card. We don't sell killer poodles. We don't do that. And the only person who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Oh! Oh boy. Order! Wow. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. Chief flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. That's Fright's daughter for you.
Objection!
Clarify one point for me, if you would, her forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent.
but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer.
No, please, look aside. I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so.
He has friends?
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mrs. Sickler? We'll figure it out right after the ads. Anytime we'll dance. His mom doesn't count. True, his mom doesn't really count indeed. Alright, I'm gonna use this opportunity to stretch. I gotta stretch! Oh wait, we have a third option! Okay, that's good. Oh. Yeah, this is why you gotta stretch. And also hydrate, thank you, Clover. Dance! Dance to the music! Alright, that's enough. Alright, enough dancing. Alright. Okay. This... I'm gonna say right now, if you are a woman, then I will say this. If you're a woman, you will definitely not like this guy, or what I'm about to do. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual science tells me that much. Mrs. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now.
A word confession isn't in my dictionary.
Well, you're supposed to be a smarty, but you're not. Pathetic. That's why I'm the smartest. Gavin Von Karma will prove that because of Gavin. Her forehead. I'm afraid false tears to elucidate her Stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder? Your reasoning? The court is all ears.
I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do you have evidence that shows him involvement in some other crime? Just in case.
Your evidence? The court's all lie, Mr. Justice. Shows evidence that points to the witness's involvement in the crime.
Okay, we have two evidence, so let's go with the first one.
Take that!
This evidence is this. If you guys are not following the story so far, I also have a disappointment. Yeah. I also have a disappointment sound alert if anyone uses channel points for it. I'm gonna do it just in case for you guys.
I'm very disappointed in you.
What? Is that woman's underwear?
Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that! Don't! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, all I can say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems. By Pythagorean's... Okay, well... By Pythagorean's theorem, I swear to... On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the miraculous clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Here you go. While you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, help me out. It's not what it looks like. Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. Really ashamed. It's not what it seems. And Marcel Anello, who would you choose? I'm going with Apollo since I never watched Better Call Saul or Sal. Unfortunately. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because of you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. Like 4? Oh, I stands for intelligence. V stands for valiant, see? Your point? Not done now. I'm a major in science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of IBU, science department, are fairly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenges... Science of mystery. Come on! You're talking about girls' panties here. No, you don't understand. Mystery is the unknown. There's Google for a reason. Exactly. Mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is capable. It's free, and I know. You could just do research online. Heck, like, buddy, you're an adult. Just, you know, just go make like a burner email account and just, you know, there you can do research, man. Just, you know, we all have our interests, you know. Oh yeah. See, this guy, let's see, Stickler. Yeah, Clover, you might want to call him Chris Handsome. As you can see, the age is in the top right. Yeah, it's, that's also a red flag from him. That is a huge red flag. Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, he's going to jail either way. And my friends, when it comes to mystery stores, you know who I would have wished? Yeah, at least, yeah, arrest him for that. We should arrest him for that. We should also arrest this guy as well. Oh, Clover, I really feel bad when you meet this person. I really feel bad when you're gonna meet this person. And yeah. What's wrong with you? You're an embarrassment to science. Ugh. Tire? Goes in the files, yep. Well, the only thing that we have to say is that Jers... Oh, yeah. She's also a magician. Luckily, she doesn't... Luckily, I hope she doesn't wear it, because she used it for prop.
Well, that's not all. First there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. Misery after another. It was...
Hold on.
It was...
It's magic.
Oh, I remember now. She's almost like she's a magician. Yeah, she's magical. He's one of the regulars in the audience of the blue... Oh. Huh? He's talking about my magic panty trick.
I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties and mocks the very laws of physics.
Well, of course, because...
It's magic.
Room and a frozen chicken, Juicy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You stay.
We have another evidence that proves that what he's saying right now is lies. I wonder. There has to be a recent rash of panty snatching in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Science my ass.
This time
I'm not reading all that. I would rather read Wendy Allbags' lines.
So that leaves one thing unexplained.
Ah, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but it was in fact in the north.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Be my guess, her forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? You did not say you do not accuse the witness of murder. Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Paolo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right where Mrs. Stickler was standing, isn't there a...
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you?
Here we go.
Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
Oh. Time to introduce the second one.
Take that!
The evidence to show why he lied is this.
I'm very disappointed in you.
What? More panties?
How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? These are the last. Honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, you can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you didn't.
Unless I'm a failure as a scientist. You are a failure as a scientist. And that's coming from me, a scientist, a mad scientist. Apollo's gonna pull at the judge's panties next.
Mr. Justice, how could you remove my underwears? I can't unravel the mysteries of... Gosh. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chase hounded miraculous clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. No, I don't see how you felt. Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoned the panties I made for home. I leave the office where the girl works. I went toward the south entrance. I saw them hanging. Alright, well. Let me show you who the wearer is. Trust, this is also part of the case. Mr. Justice! Where are you keep getting those? Are you sure you are the penny thief and not Mr. Stickler? Judge, I swear. I am. I'm not the penny thief. Apparently he didn't know those rumors belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Miraculous. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. Wait a minute! Okay, let's... Okay. Dang, if I only have a mouse. Actually, hold on, I can do something better. But wrong. Wait, it was wrong. Hold on. Me, because I don't have this on I don't have this on. I'm not playing this on PC, so hold on. Let me figure this out. Let me. From what he said, let's go back to the history. Okay. Alright. Based on what he said, he's on the supermarket, but then he saw the panties, and he grabbed on Trixie's panties and went to the clinic. Prevent he went under, and then he went here. He went here to get the other panties. And then when he witnessed the murder, he had to go and call the police because he left his phone at the clinic. He called the police and then went in here. That's where he dropped them. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Gotta go, but I'll still be here. Alright. I'll go to work. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, and hope you good luck with work, Clover. What if they search me? That's when you dispose of the bloomers. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one had to be born. Fascinating, if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceeding to a close. I'm more than pleased to dismiss the witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, the defendant, Walkie-Talkie, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Walkie-Talkie has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Walkie-Talkie is still a prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene at the time. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. We'll request further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby.
No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Who is adjourned? Oh, that was it. Okay. Well, glad we're done with the trial, so... This is where we're actually going to wrap it up here. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. We have... We finished the first trial, and now we caught a penny theft. I wonder what's going to happen next. Who knows? Man, look at the previews. It's so interesting. Wait, does it repeat itself? Does the game repeat itself? I want to know. Oh, it does. Alright. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for today. We made progress so far. However, there is one thing they did not say in this case. And it's about the witness. Since Stickler reveals that he was on the north side, and the murder, like the doctor, the victim, since the victim turned right, and the entry point of the bullet is from the right temple, that's something interesting. Because behind him, behind the right temple, was the noodle stand. But something's off. Let's hope we figure it out. So far, we're still on the roll. And I guess for next week, we're going to do some investigating. But that's basically it. Not bad. Not bad stream. They cool. They cool so far. Alright, for now, let me go see who's live right now. I don't have any background music for now, only for the ending. Only for the ending screen. I did not prepare one. So I'm a bit behind. Kind of, not really. Listen to music. I really should do. I should put the game music in the background. Like change to whenever I change to the Chinese screen or the BRB screen. That way you guys can enjoy it. Locking in, locking in, locking in. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh. Sorry, I'm still focusing. Still figuring out. Okay. Oh! Alright. Alright, we got our raider. We got our victim. Love to raid. Making sure I want to raid more. Okay. Oh, it also works in uppercase. I didn't know it works for uppercase as well, huh? Who knew? You're smart, CM Elements. So smart. Probably the same thing happened to Mike. There we go. Alright, guys. About to wrap it up here. We'll be back with Apollo Justice next Monday. As for next stream, it's going to be on Friday, where we're going to head back to Pokemon Leaf Green. And yeah, I think it's just that we're doing Leaf Green. I don't know if we could get the second badge of the gym. Who knows? But other than that, we got our first badge, and our next stop is Cerulean City Gym. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. Hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys all are. That's it. I got nothing else to say. I really got nothing else to say. Other than that, yeah. Subscribe. Subscribe if you're watching the VOD. That'll be cool. Also subscribe on the Twitch channel if you want to see me play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Anyway, I'm about to go off. Later.